The world believed Liverpool's dynasty died with Jürgen Klopp's final hug. They thought the vacuum left by the German giant would swallow any successor whole.
If you work at a club like Liverpool, you always have to aim for winning something.
For 9 years, Liverpool was a cult of personality, a team that ran on pure, unadulterated emotion. But look at the man standing there now. No chest beating. Just a cold, calculated stare at a tablet. As we hit the final days of 2025, the media is shouting about a crisis. They see a 5th place standing and a legendary winger in open revolt. They think the slot machine has broken because the chaos of the old guard is gone. They are wrong.
Madueke's corner. It's high, it's towards the back post, and it was hopelessly miscalculated by Gabriel.
What we are witnessing isn't a collapse. It is a controlled demolition.
If you play United, that comes here with a low block, with playing a lot of long balls, then you know that is going to be difficult, because it's not easy to play through them, and you don't get the chance to win the ball back high up the pitch and then create your chance.
Arne Slot didn't come to Liverpool to be loved. He came to build a machine that doesn't need intensity to function. And if you look at the data hidden beneath the noise, you'll realise he isn't just succeeding. He's already outperformed the greatest era in modern Liverpool history.
A stadium steeped in history, full of supporters who know exactly what it means tonight. Bradley's made a great run through the middle. He's the target, gets his head.
To understand why Slot is winning, you have to understand the myth of the impossible job.
The only thing I can do now is send my appreciation to Jürgen. So there we go. Jürgen Klopp!
When a legend leaves, the successor usually tries to imitate them. They fail because you cannot imitate a soul. Slot didn't try. He performed a clinical audit of the club's DNA. In late November 2025, Slot hit his 50th Premier League game. The narrative was that the new manager bounce was over. But the comparison to Jürgen Klopp's first 50 games is staggering. Klopp's first 50, 26 wins, 92 points. Slot's first 50, 31 wins, 102 points. Despite the transition, Slot is being judged by an unfair standard. People miss the 4-3 thrillers.
Fabulous ball for Salah.
But Slot isn't interested in thrills. He's interested in sustainability. He inherited a squad that was physically redlining.
Score 2 goals, 2 cutback passes is all you want. So very, very, very well done. You deserve absolutely to have the 2 days off. But first of all, well done. Good win.
Under Klopp, the intensity was a miracle, but it was also a liability. Slot has stripped away the emotional volatility and replaced it with a system where the ball moves more, so the players run less. He has moved the win percentage from Klopp's early 52% to a dominant 62%. This isn't just a change in manager, it's a change in philosophy.
Last season they were man marking on the midfield, and they had a press with the 7-9-11, so with the striker and one of the wingers jumped with him. This season they are more with a 9 and 10 press, so they're more in a 4-4-2. So that's different, of course. I see them, in my opinion, working harder if the ball is being played through them. So they run more than. So that's at least what I saw in the first games of them.
From a garage band thrashing out riffs to a finely tuned orchestra, every evolution has a friction point. For Slot, that point arrived in November 2025. The relationship with Mohamed Salah, the king of Anfield, reached a public breaking point. After a humbling 3-0 loss to Nottingham Forest and being dropped for the Inter Milan clash, Salah's frustration boiled over. Rumours leaked of a non-existent relationship. The father-son dynamic of the Klopp era was officially replaced by the manager-employee reality of the Slot era.
I think it's my first time in my career, but I'm very disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed, to be fair. I have done so much for this club. Everybody can see that during the years and especially last season. Sitting on the bench, I don't know why.
In the Klopp era, this would have been a catastrophe. Klopp managed through hugs. He needed his stars to love him. Slot manages through logic. Slot's message was clear: no one is bigger than the structure. By benching Salah, he wasn't just resting a player, he was executing a transition of power.
It's very important for us as a team that we went 1-0 up, but I think it was also important for him because I think it was his third chance, maybe fourth of this game. And I don't think there was much more than 10 minutes in him to go. So then to score just before you come off was important for us, but also.
He is preparing for a 2026 where the Egyptian king might finally depart for the Saudi Pro League. Instead of panic, Slot doubled down on his summer investment. While the world worried about Salah, Slot was refining the roles of Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike. This isn't a feud, it's a statement of authority. Slot is proving that at Liverpool, the system is finally bigger than the individual. He is willing to sacrifice the king to save the kingdom. Let's get under the hood of the new Liverpool. Slot didn't just change the tactics, he changed the tools.
So it's always a bit more difficult to prepare your team if you can expect, if you might face two different systems.
In the summer of 2025, the club sanctioned a £416 million overhaul to delete the Klopp DNA and install the Slot OS. Slot is buying the specific parts needed for a machine that prioritises geometric control over individual brilliance. Every signing from Georgi Mamardashvili to Giovanni Leone was chosen because they fit a long-term role, not just a short-term need. The press hasn't died, it's become trigger-based. Instead of endless chasing, Slot's team waits for the perfect moment. They are sprinting 15% less, but their defensive efficiency is higher than ever before. To understand how Slot functions, we must look at the specific roles within his 2025-26 machine. This isn't just a squad, it's a collection of specialised components. To look at this squad in December 2025 is to see a component machine. Goalkeepers. In the Slot era, the goalkeeping department has become a luxury. He has the Brazilian undisputed king, the greatest modern keeper of his generation, paired with the Georgian challenger, the most physically imposing shot stopper in Europe. It's no longer about having a backup, it's about having two distinct tactical profiles that can shut down any style of attack. Alisson Becker, the undisputed king. Despite the arrival of high-profile competition, Alisson Becker remains the structural heartbeat of Arne Slot's Liverpool in December 2025. He has evolved into the primary playmaker from deep. Under Slot, Alisson is taking more touches than ever before, acting as the first point of the 3-2 build-up. His role isn't just to save shots, it's to lure the opposition press in and then bypass it with a single vertical pass. His stats this season are a testament to his longevity. With 13 Premier League starts and 4 clean sheets by late December, his goals prevented metric remains in the league's top tier. While a hamstring injury in November briefly sidelined him, his return for the massive Inter Milan and Tottenham clashes solidified his status. He is the voice of the defence, the safety net that allows Slot's high line to function without fear. Georgi Mamardashvili, the heir and challenger. The £30 million arrival from Valencia has transitioned from a future prospect to a genuine first-team reality. He is the cup specialist and elite deputy. Mamardashvili was brought in to replace Kauiman Kelleher and has immediately taken over the secondary responsibilities. Standing at a massive 6 feet 6 inches, his role is the aerial guardian. Slot utilises him in matches where the opponent relies on crosses and set pieces, using his physical reach to dominate the box. Mamardashvili proved his worth during Alisson's November injury, keeping a composed clean sheet in his Premier League debut and impressing in the Champions League against Galatasaray. With 10 appearances across all competitions by the end of 2025, he has already shown he is ready for the intensity of the English game. He is the reason the Alisson injury panic of previous years has disappeared. He is a number one in waiting, pushing Alisson to maintain his world-class levels every single day. The defence, the inverted architects, the death of the traditional fullback, the departure of Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid was the end of an era. But look at what replaced him. Jeremy Frimpong and Connor Bradley aren't just defenders, they are auxiliary wingers. On the left, Milos Kerkez has provided the defensive bite Robertson was losing. Jeremy Frimpong, the £60 million lightning bolt. He is not a traditional right-back. His role is the auxiliary winger. When Liverpool has the ball, he occupies the touchline, allowing the right-sided attacker to drift inside. Connor Bradley, the dynamic disruptor. While Jeremy Frimpong is the expensive auxiliary winger, Connor Bradley provides the high-intensity alternative. Bradley is the direct presser. Unlike Frimpong, who waits for triggers, Bradley is often used by Slot in games where Liverpool need to disrupt the opponent's rhythm early. He is more vertical than Frimpong, offering a traditional overlapping threat that stretches the pitch. Bradley's presence allows Slot to manage Frimpong's minutes while maintaining a high creative output from the right flank. In 2025, he has evolved into a secondary playmaker, ranking in the top 10% for progressive carries by a defender. He is the bridge between the old Klopp intensity and the new Slot positioning. Andrew Robertson, the evolved specialist. The departure of Trent and the arrival of Milos Kerkez led many to believe Robertson's time was up. Instead, he has undergone a positional rebranding. Robertson has transitioned from a winger in defence to a build-up facilitator. Slot has retrained him to stay deeper during the initial phase of possession, helping Gravenberch navigate the first line of the opponent's press. He has traded his high-volume crossing for high-volume passing accuracy. In the 2025-26 season, his long ball accuracy has hit a career high of 72%, proving that even the most established Klopp disciples can be reprogrammed by Slot's cold logic. Milos Kerkez, the left-sided enforcer. Unlike the old Robertson role, Kerkez is tasked with staying at position more often to form a temporary back three during build-up. By staying deeper, Kerkez provides the structural balance that allows the right side, Frimpong or Bradley to fly. Joe Gomez, the hybrid sentinel. In 2025, Joe Gomez has become the ultimate Swiss Army knife for Arne Slot. While he was a utility man under Klopp, Slot has transformed him into a defensive closer. Gomez is rarely asked to overlap anymore. Instead, he is deployed in the final 20 minutes of high-stakes matches as a lockdown fullback. When Liverpool lead 1-0 against a side like Real Madrid or Manchester City, Gomez enters to kill the game. He tucks in to form a back three, neutralising elite 1v1 wingers. His recovery pace and versatility allow Slot to shift formations mid-game without making a tactical substitution elsewhere. He is the insurance policy that has helped Liverpool maintain their league-leading rest defence stats. Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate. They are the rest defence masters. In 2025, they rarely engage in frantic recovery sprints. Instead, Slot has them positioned to corral attackers into low-value zones. Konate's physical dominance allows Van Dijk to act as the libero, starting attacks with laser-focused vertical passes. Virgil van Dijk and Alisson Becker. The veteran spine remain, but they are playing a different game. They are no longer firefighters, they are the foundation. With Ibrahima Konate reaching his prime, Liverpool's central block is the most physically dominant in Europe. Giovanni Leoni, the defensive prodigy, the £26 million Italian teenager, is the long-term insurance. He is the modern libero. Standing at 6 feet 5 inches, Leoni was signed to be the heir to Virgil van Dijk. His role this season has been one of integration, learning the geometry of Slot's 3-2 build-up. while providing senior cover for the veteran spine. Leone is already grown up for his age, impressing Slot with his speed and comfort on the ball. He made his debut in the EFL Cup and is being groomed to be the ball-playing centre-back of the next decade. He is the prospect component that ensures the machine keeps running long after the current legends depart. The midfield, the double pivot control. Look at Ryan Gravenberch, midfield dictator. Under Klopp, he was a box-to-box runner. Under Slot, he is a lone number 6. He doesn't run anymore, he dictates. He is the heart of the 3-2. His role is to receive the ball under pressure and turn. He doesn't look for the hero pass, he looks for the efficient pass. His 88.9% accuracy is the reason Liverpool no longer loses the ball in the middle third. Curtis Jones, the tactical chameleon. In the 2025-26 season, Curtis Jones has become the stabiliser. While Klopp valued his energy, Slot values his retention. Jones is the security guard of the midfield. He is the most press-resistant player in the squad. Slot uses him in games where control is the only priority. He rarely loses the ball, operating with a staggering 91% passing accuracy in the opposition half. When the game becomes too chaotic, Jones is the man who slows the tempo. He allows Gravenberch to stay in the pivot while he circulates the ball to tire out opponents. His ability to shield the ball in tight spaces has become the secret weapon for killing off high-press teams like Arsenal and Brighton. Trey Nioni, the future component. The 18-year-old is being moulded into a specialised sub, brought on to retain possession and kill games. He is the apprentice of the Slot OS. Trey Nioni and Rio Ngumoa, the new youth are being integrated slowly. Slot isn't throwing them into the fire, he's teaching them the geometry of the system. Alexis Mac Allister, the tactical glue. He plays as the more advanced of the two, acting as the link between the defence and Florian Wirtz. He is the press trigger. He decides when the team moves from a mid-block into a high-intensity trap. Dominik Szoboszlai, the physical engine. Under Slot, Szoboszlai has moved away from being a traditional 10 and has been retooled as the powerful 8. He is the physical outlier. In a system based on technical control, Szoboszlai provides the raw power. He is Slot's long-range trigger. He is tasked with late runs into the box and using his ball-striking ability to force goalkeepers into spills that Ekitike or Salah can capitalise on. His physical metrics remain top of the league, but he is now more disciplined. He is the leader of the secondary press. If an opponent bypasses the first line, Szoboszlai is the one tasked with the heavy-duty tracking. He provides the heavy metal remnants that ensure Slot's symphony has enough base to dominate physically. Florian Wirtz, the creative apex. The £116 million arrival of Wirtz from Leverkusen in the summer of 2025 was the moment the Slot revolution became undeniable. Wirtz is the primary architect. He operates in what Slot calls the final third vacuum. He isn't a winger, and he isn't a striker. He is a ghost. He drifts between the lines, waiting for the 3-2 build-up to draw the defenders out of position. Wirtz has eliminated Liverpool's old reliance on cross and pray. He leads the Premier League in through balls completed and goal-creating actions. He is the man who turns Slot's geometric control into actual goals. He makes the impossible pass look like a mathematical certainty. The squad has faced unimaginable tragedy this year with the loss of Diogo Jota, whose number 20 was retired in a posthumous honour. It forced a psychological reset. Slot had to build a strike force that didn't just score, but shared the burden. Cody Gakpo, the left flank pillar. With the departure of Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo has officially inherited the left wing as his own. He is the inverted workhorse. Under Slot, Gakpo has moved away from the false nine experiments and back to his preferred left-hand side. His role is to provide the verticality that balances the ghosting of Florian Wirtz. He is an aerial outlet and a high-volume shooter, mirroring the production of Sadio Mane in his prime. Gakpo is the driving force on the left. In December 2025, he has already hit double digits in goal contributions. He provides the pillar of consistency that allows Slot to rotate younger talents like Rion Gumoha. He is a primary initiator of dangerous attacks, using his physical 193cm frame to dominate fullbacks. Federico Chiesa, the super sub specialist, Federico Chiesa's role in 2025-26 has been defined by high-impact efficiency. He is the chaos factor. Chiesa has primarily operated as a super sub, coming off the bench to run at tired legs with sheer pace and work rate. However, as 2025 closes, he has earned his first Premier League starts, notably against Wolves, to cover for Mohamed Salah. Despite limited starts, Chiesa has become an Anfield favourite for his lung-busting defensive runs and clinical finishing from the bench. He provides the straight-line speed that Slot uses to punish teams trying to push high late in the game. He is the bridge between a tactical system and raw Italian fire. Hugo Ekitike, the space maker. The £79 million Frenchman arrived as a project, but in December 2025, he is the man of the moment. He has become the false nine that Darwin Núñez never could be. With 11 goals already, he links the play and allows Wirtz and Szoboszlai to flood the box. He is the elite connector. Ekitike operates as a modern number, 9 who loves to drop deep. He is the false 9 that Klopp always wanted in the post-Firmino era. He links the midfield to the attack, allowing Wirtz and Szoboszlai to flood the box. Since Isak's injury, Ekitike has exploded. With 8 goals already this season, he is outperforming by a massive margin. He is the reason Liverpool's attack hasn't blunted despite losing their record signing. He is a space creator whose technical grace has turned Liverpool into a multi-dimensional threat. Alexander Isak, the terminal impact. The £125 million record signing was the crown jewel of the summer, but his season has been defined by a tragic turning point. Despite his recent leg injury, his presence changed the gravity of Liverpool's attack. He isn't just a striker, he's a tactical nightmare for centre-backs. He was signed to be the evolution of the 9. Isak's role was to be the ultimate focal point, tall, fast, and technically superior. He was the finisher-in-chief, stretching defences to create the vacuum for Wirtz. Before a devastating fractured fibula against Tottenham in late December, Isak was beginning to show why Liverpool broke their transfer record. While his recovery timeline is indefinite, his presence earlier in the season proved that Slot's Liverpool can dominate the Big Six through sheer individual quality. Why should the rest of the Premier League be terrified? Because Slot is eliminating luck. Klopp's football was built on the power of Anfield, the idea that emotion could overcome a tactical deficit. Slot finds that unreliable. He wants to win because his players are in the right position 100% of the time. Look at the defensive numbers. In 50 games, Slot has kept 16 clean sheets and conceded only 61 goals. Even with a rotated backline and the suspension of Dominik Szoboszlai in late December, the structure holds. He is turning football into a game of chess where he starts with 2 extra queens. While the world looks at the table and sees a gap to the top, the underlying metrics show a team that is suffocating its opposition. They dominate 60% plus possession. They allow the fewest big chances in the league, and they have the highest passing accuracy in the final third. Slot isn't trying to outrun you anymore. He is making the pitch so small that you have nowhere to run. As we look toward 2026, the transition is almost complete. Slot has moved on from the old guard. He has navigated the Salah storm. He has survived a record-breaking injury list. By the start of the 2026-27 season, this won't be Klopp's team with a new coach. It will be a completely different animal. A team that doesn't rely on Anfield magic to win, but on a tactical superiority that works in any stadium, against any opponent. Phase 2 of the Slot revolution is about refining the set-piece failings that cost them points in late 2025. Once Slot finds the fix for the defensive dead ball situations, there is no team in Europe with a higher floor. The noise you hear outside Anfield, that's just the ghost of the past trying to stay relevant. Arne Slot didn't come to Liverpool to be a hero. He came to be a winner. He has taken 102 points from his first 50 games while rebuilding the most expensive squad in the club's history. He isn't lucky. He isn't just coasting on Klopp's work. Arne Slot knows exactly what he is doing. So here is the question. Is Slot building a dynasty that can finally surpass Jürgen Klopp? Or is he just building a very expensive machine that lacks the heart of Anfield? Comment Slotball if you're with the new era, or K-Lop if you still miss the chaos. Subscribe for the next videos.